Welcome to this video on C.S. Lewis' book Mere Christianity. Did you know that Lewis' Mere Christianity is considered one of the most influential books on Christian apologetics? So, let's get started and explore this chapter. Before we dive into the three parts of morality, let me give you a quick recap of what we've learned so far. In Part 1, Lewis talks about right and wrong as a clue to the meaning of the universe, where he explores the idea of objective morality. In Part 2, he talks about what Christians believe, where he delves into the nature of God and the role of Jesus in the Christian faith. Now, in Part 3, we move on to Christian behavior, where Lewis discusses how Christians should live their lives. Today, we'll be diving into Part 3, Christian behavior, and specifically, Chapter 1, the three parts of morality. In this chapter, Lewis introduces the three parts of morality: social, personal, and theological. He argues that these three parts make up the moral law that governs human behavior. Let's start with the first part of morality, social morality. This refers to the rules that we follow in order to live together harmoniously as a society. These rules are not necessarily innate, but rather taught to us by our culture and upbringing. As Lewis puts it, the human idea of decent behavior is not innate, not, in any simple way, a natural product of the instincts. Instead, it is something that we learn from our parents, teachers, and peers. Next, Lewis moves on to personal morality. This is the set of rules that we follow in order to govern our own behavior. Unlike social morality, personal morality is not necessarily taught to us, but rather something we develop on our own. This is where things like personal responsibility and self-control come into play. As Lewis says, the Christian is not to be judged by his or her good deeds but by the fundamental orientation of their heart towards God. Finally, we come to theological morality. This refers to the set of rules that are given to us by God through religious texts like the Bible. These rules are not necessarily universal, but rather specific to certain religions. For example, the Ten Commandments are a set of rules that are specific to Judaism and Christianity. So, how do these three parts of morality relate to each other? According to Lewis, they are all interconnected and ultimately stem from the same source, the moral law. This moral law is what governs all of our behavior, both social and personal, and is given to us by God through theological morality. As we can see, Lewis' three parts of morality provide a comprehensive framework for understanding human behavior. By recognizing the interconnectedness of social, personal, and theological morality, we can better understand how to live a moral life. The Christian is not to be judged by his or her good deeds but by the fundamental orientation of their heart towards God. And good and evil both increase at compound interest. That is why the little decisions you and I make every day are of such infinite importance. I hope you enjoyed our discussion on the three parts of morality. Here are three quotes from Chapter 1. The Three Parts of Morality, along with their reference pages in Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. One man may be so placed that his anger sheds the blood of thousands, and another so placed that however angry he gets he will only be laughed at. But the little mark on the soul may be much the same in both, page 69. The Christian is to obey the law of nature, not to attempt to break it, page 73. Good and evil both increase at compound interest. That is why the little decisions you and I make every day are of such infinite importance, page 75. And that's it for today's episode of our series on C.S. Lewis' book Mere Christianity. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this video informative and inspiring. Join us next time as we continue our exploration of Christian behavior in Chapter 2, the Cardinal Virtues. Thank you for listening in, and until next time, keep seeking knowledge and stay curious. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment.